All we saw is black hats, blue uniforms. The fire from muskets. Try to imagine, if you can. You're sitting in your house, eating your eggs and bacon. Your house is right up there. You have a barn over here. Sitting there, eating your breakfast. And there was a storm in the forecast. Hear what sounds like a slow rolling thunder coming in from the west. But it's not a pop of thunder from here and there. It just keeps rolling. And you're eating your oatmeal, your biscuits and gravy, eggs and bacon, gammon ham. And you look out your window. And through the trees, all you see is blue and gray and brown and gray and brown, a little bit of blue. Kind of looks like this fella here. And you realize those are enemy soldiers coming up here from the south, from Virginia, right across the Appalachians. And here they come by the hundreds and hundreds, rolling right across this farm. 158 years ago, this was cows. These trees were not here. This was farmland, and I do mean livestock. So this was there was a lot of cows here, there was a lot of horses here. I don't know what crops were here. So profound. So the Harmon family lived here, and there was a young teenage girl named Emanuel Harmon. And she lived here, and that's what she saw out her window. She saw the Confederate Army, the Army of Northern Virginia, coming across Hare's Ridge, coming right onto her family's farm. So we had a house and a barn here. So what did we see? What did we see? As we were coming through those trees from North Carolina, Alabama, and Tennessee. Archers Brigade, Bergman's 26th North Carolina Regiment, Alabama troops. I can't recall how many, but there was a lot of us. We had Tennessee and Alabama on the left, and we had North Carolina on the right. Now today, on July 2nd, 13th South Carolina be rolling through here. They were Harmons too. So we rolled through here with General Archer on the march. Didn't think we were going to see much of nothing. We thought maybe there was a few scouting parties, some Yankees. But before we knew it, rolling across this farm, we saw those boys in blue with those black hats, and we'd seen them before, coming right through those trees, right at us, shooting, hollering, and so were we. And some of the sharpshooters took up positions in that barn, killing some of our men back there in the woods. So we had to burn that barn down. The house was next. We got the ladies out of the house though. Ladies got back in the trees, and General Robert E. Lee gave them permission to stay up at the old Widow Thompson's house once those positions were taken. 142nd Pennsylvania was pushed back, Indiana was pushed back, the Iron Brigade, Michigan was pushed back, Wisconsin was pushed back. And one old John Burns, old man, even came out of town and he fired a few shots at us too. We lost General Archer. General Archer was captured right over here. The last we saw was a big Irishman hauling him off. There wasn't much we could do. Those boys sure could fight. This farm, it changed hands 6 times, maybe 8 times. I was a little too busy to count. I was a little busy ducking and shooting. And so this here on this property, the Emanuel Harmon Farm, is where the Iron Brigade, behind us is Willoughby Run. That's east. Town is about, center of town's maybe a mile. Widow Thompson, General Robert E. Lee's headquarters is about a quarter mile, half a mile. Where we were in our last video is right down across the run behind you. Up here is our west in Hare's Ridge. So if you can picture on the morning of July 1st, 1863, thousands of troops coming right through here. Now granted, like I said, these trees and whatnot were not here. This was a farm, had livestock on it. Fortunately, the NPS will be, over the years, returning this property to its former, preserved, good-looking Civil War glory. And that'll be real nice because I sure am enjoying it. This is where the first engagements of this battle took place, is right here where I'm sitting, okay? Between the Iron Brigade, 2nd Wisconsin, 7th Wisconsin, the Iron Brigade from Michigan, Indiana was right across the water right there. And boy, you can hear my stomach grumbling. Boy, I could sure use some biscuits and gravy. Whew. Imagine, right here. Everywhere you guys have seen me in my videos the past several years on YouTube, my nature videos, the majority of them. Out for a hike, out for a walk, I'm photographing a little bit of nature, I'm filming a little bit of nature. Everywhere around where I'm sitting right now, there are dead bodies. When you guys see me looking around, and I'm looking around, and people have asked me over the years, they're like, what are you looking at? Let me show you what I see. When I'm looking around, you guys see me looking around in my videos like a goofball. You might figure it's just MS and I'm being spacey. But what I'm seeing constantly when I'm here in Gettysburg battlefield or Monocacy battlefield or Cedar Creek or Kernstown, I see troops, I see ghosts. Now I'm not seeing real ghosts, I'm seeing ghosts in my imagination, okay, I'm seeing where these troops were. I'm seeing my relatives and my ancestors and your relatives and your ancestors marching right through here. This is what I'm picturing in my mind. When you guys think that I'm calculating the mysteries of the universe, I'm sitting here and I'm picturing how many graves are here. Every beautiful place I am here in these videos. Blood of Americans, north and south. People here, our ancestors fought for what they believed in. Courageously and bravely fought for what they believed was right. Whether today we think it was right and wrong, and we know slavery was wrong. It's a horrible institution. But what these people believed 158 years ago was very different than the way we see things today. And I have to say, you guys have often heard me say, for every flower I see on this battlefield is a flower for every soldier fallen. I think that the Park Service preserving this back to its formal and natural beauty is a testament to healing and a birth of freedom. A testament to healing. This bloody, 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 bloody soil right here where I am, where y'all see me walking all the time, is a testament that while we may have tools of death and destruction, nature has a way of healing things, doesn't it? 26 North Carolina, coming right through these trees. Archer and his Alabama troops and his Tennessee troops. The 1st, 7th, and 14th coming right through here with General Archer, and he was in the vanguard. And boy, what do they see coming right through Willoughby Run, right down through Willoughby Run, up that ridge, up that tiny embankment there, because Willoughby runs right down in those trees. That's where the creek is. It's right outside my window. And so they see all those boys in blue come in, exchanging this property 6, 8 times, I recall, as best as I can recollect. And so boy, I can smell that gunpowder. I can hear that shot and shell. I can hear those men hooting and hollering, screaming for their mothers. Coming right up that embankment. Confederates coming right through here. And so while a lot of folks get to the more popular areas of the battlefield, where we were walking yesterday in our video, birds dancing. A lot of pretty birds out here today. A lot of cuckoo birds. While a lot of people get to the more popular parts of the battlefield, if you come out with me sometime, if you can get me out of my place, get my wheelchair out of my place, I'll take you some places that a lot of people don't go. A lot of people go to the popular places and they're convinced that that's where the battle kicked off. But this here on the Emanuel Harmon Farm, this is where those first shots were fired, where these first deaths were, these big engagements, hundreds and hundreds of troops and thousands of men dying right here all around us. And so, my friends, that is what I wanted to share today. Just a quick addendum. Why here, Daryl? Why you walk there? Why you go there? Why you film there? Why you shoot pictures there? Hanging out by the pond, right across the street from my house. Day 1, July 1st, 1863, 8 o'clock in the morning. And so that's what happened here, my friends, 158 years ago. And that's why this ground that I walk on so often and photograph and shoot in video, why it's so important. And boy, I got a bayonet going through my leg, so it's time to mosey home. And so that's why we are here, my friends. So thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to shoot a quick addendum. I talked a lot about multiple sclerosis yesterday, and that was my intent. I needed to spread awareness. I will be in my wheelchair in my apartment the rest of the day. And so, my friends, it's a beautiful morning here on July 2nd, 2021 on the Gettysburg battlefield out here on the Emanuel Harmon Farm. Time to get me some goober peas and some coffee and some biscuits. Thanks for coming along, my friends. Thanks for letting me share why this piece of ground is so important. It's just a neck of woods, Daryl. It's not just any neck of woods. So stay tuned for our continued walk up through Earp's Woods, around General Reynolds' wounding spot, and then we're going to head over to McPherson's barn, sit a spell, have a look around the rest of this beautiful battlefield. Again, my friends, have yourselves a very good morning and a very good day, and I hope to see you in Gettysburg. If you're looking for an event, a big event, the only big reenactment event happening this week, and it's going on right now, is out at the Daniel Lady Farm, which is on the eastern edge of town. If you Google it, you'll find the Daniel Lady Farm. There'll be a lot of reenactors and cavalry and infantry encampments and civilians and cannons out there. And I'm sure hoping to get out there. It's an impossibility for me with my disabilities to get in places, period, by myself. It just won't happen. And I talk all day if you let me. So my friends, thanks for tuning in. That's all I have to say. You guys have a super safe day. Have a super awesome day. Have a successful day, happy and healthy day. And I hope it's filled with some history near you. Over and out, y'all. Rock and roll. You guys have a great, great, great 4th of July. Each and every one of you, all of you everywhere, please be safe wherever you may roam. From the Emanuel Harmon Farm here on day 1 of the Battle of Gettysburg. Over and out, my friends.
Going across the mountain, oh fare you well. Going across the mountain, you can hear my banjo tell. Got my rations on my back, my powder it is dry. I'm going across the mountain, Chrissy don't you cry. Going across the mountain to join the boys in blue. When this war is over, I'll come back to you. Going across the mountain, if I have to crawl, to give old Jeff's men a little of my rifle ball.